will you. You will lay a desire. Then I do a drag power. Via Yatija, this again. I say, oh, me, I'm right. And by doing you, I'm a part of my trade there. Well, you'll learn it goes away. Alas, I will that Gianna, we say you. Papa Mora, get me up when anywhere, Momba Sibole. L'arrangeur parmi national, très trop fort. We are glad that we want by this, so where that you are. I want Saibo. There be oh. Do a baby, you go back for Monyo. Papa Yankita, Petit, brother Fassoni. Kaidaka. Bena Paya Posa Gogo, Mambo Panjago. Apoplo Akafway. Waposa Yokafway. Be a for them one money up a clay you can. Nyan Yossi one. But look at that, you are wearing your dear one. And more. Nesetoka. Is a book where they have go on, yeah, I can't salute. What's what you got to your way? I think you're the one. Emma, Nesetoka. Now, with is a book where they have go on, yeah, can you get? Now, getting your bed when I know South Fabian. Hey, I go, let's do what you just grab it to work. Your book on ya. Are you a no? Saibo Bodakia, no, and we say you over. I want the Yokamala, need a boy. And yes, I'm going to buy them when we get. Hey, Imo, am I gay? What I just me, I'm done, and it the boy. Oh, ow. Saibo that you know, and we say you will. So, like it, I'm going to never boy. Netoni and Layu. Hey, are you? A book like that, say, oh, yeah, I'm a walking ever. Kaidaka, when it was to work, I'm going let you know your halfway. I just know. This is what I say. Saibo, yeah, you like do I get more by one name on tele today by Potamu, Tanyada. Planning Papa, Winnie Gasia, Pacao Lage, the Pussy Bob, the PSC baby. The 10 years you don't you get up one, there's a ball was a dress, you, Mammo, Palipo, that Giano, and I will say you over. I will. Saibo. Back to a black guy, do it so say. I just want to lay a bat to an hour, you see you okay. Wait, yo, Ivo, Saibo, Engage the Banglo, where John B. Banglo. On the Kriana walk like a bad day, noir. So was it. So now, when you're naturally thanked, let us play. Saibo that Giano, and I will say you over. I'm done it. Two up away. And no Brazil, Cape Brazil. South Africa, your part, your way. Thank you for your work there and my one. I'm the Pope and Yaguba. Don't finish it, I say, oh, Clavodio. Say, back in where we are coming. Saibo that Giano, and I will say you over. Aba pepo swelu ninde swelu kwa muzo manje dota siko bala Babo jo ase pepo swelu muzo luke say ya re ase pa ye no ken monde ye nyo pample yo te monde ya na o ariwo ase o pa ye amo amora da o Saibo that you know, and I will say you. I wish a rule of you, my so Saibo, 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 that young man, I will take you there. Move up, man, now let me read on your man, the room. But you know, I say, it's a mayo. That was why you also want to buy it. I'm original, I say.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Labra Radio. I want to thank all of you again for tuning in tonight. We're going to have a wonderful, wonderful show. I want to thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's a wonderful thing to have you here. Thank you very much. It's a wonderful thing to have you again. Let's have a wonderful show. To all of you that are listening, thank you. Please share this video. Share it to as many people as possible. We ask that you please share this video, because when you share, a lot of people will come and watch us, and people will want to have a contribution. They will come and have their contribution. We ask you to share so that we can have wonderful conversation here tonight. Again, it's a wonderful thing to have. Thank you. I'm not too sure if Mike Don is listening. If Mike Don is leaving up there, Mike, if you have the opportunity, please tune into us to see if you can join us and give us an update as well. Any of the LPR producer, any of the LPR reporter out there, if you're not asleep and if you're not tired, give us a call and give us an update on the Nima issues. Safety, Lord Jesus, we thank you very much for this wonderful evening again. My Lord, we come before you tonight again to continue to pray to you. Our brothers and sisters, mothers, fathers, sons that are not in happy mood tonight, we ask you to restore them. Those who are in pain, we ask you to take their pain away, because your medicine, your prescription is the best for all. And we want to thank you for that ability. We want to thank you for that opportunity to come and serve you again tonight. We want to thank you, my Lord, because of you we are here. And we will continue to praise you. We will continue to thank you publicly. There is no two-way street around it. We are not ashamed of you. We have nothing to hide. We say thank you for the opportunity. For the opportunity of giving us a mind, continue to work. For the opportunity to give us the feet, continue to walk. For the opportunity to give us a mouth to talk and eat. Thank you, my Lord. Yes, thank you. My Lord, we come before you again tonight to say we put Liberia in your hands. We say we ask you to bless the Republic of Liberia. To say we ask you to bless the people of the Republic of Liberia. To say, my Lord, yes, indeed, we ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Give us long life. Give him long life. Whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, that yes, indeed, his hand will be blessed. My Lord, yes. Whichever door he acts in the interest, whichever door he knocks in the interest of the Liberian people, my Lord, open the door. Through you, the Liberia will be successful. My Lord, we ask again that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Folks, again, welcome to all of you. My own son, welcome as well. Thank you. Let me bring in Jerry quickly, because Jerry and I are going to start a conversation. Jerry, good evening. Can you hear me? Eh? You can't hear me. Jerry, can you hear me?
How you doing, sir? Good evening.
Oh, okay. You don't believe that?
Yeah,
you
loud
don't
and
believe
clear.
that thing
Loud and
that
clear.
man put. You don't believe what I'm man putting between. Oh, you're my CEO. You're my excuse me. You're the host. Don't listen to the man. He can't. He say, oh, the man say you are my host from now until LPRN. You are my host, co-host. So don't listen. They rescue too, because you always usually on a very serious note, Jerry. I come out here sometimes when you're tired, or even sometimes you're out of town and you're not able to join. And I talk all my tabata, be sweating. I run out of topic. Terry will come in immediately to rescue. That's what I call him rescue too. but you're always my co-host. I want to thank you very much. You come out here every night. I know you're none of us that will, we're all getting old, of course, but you come out here every night. Not that you don't have anything to do. You come out here every night to join us. I really want to take the time to say I appreciate you as well. Thank you. But let's go on to a Liberia issue. Nima County election is on. I've been predicting here that for me, there was no reason to even have election. They should just give it to Coca. You know where Coca won the election? Let me just say this here very quickly. The day of the death of Prince Johnson, the day after, Coca took control of the whole process. Coca, who people, and even Prince Johnson himself has been complaining that he was being rude and what have you, disrespected. But when somebody died, in time of death, in time of sorrow, this is where back in the days, when brother and brother are not able to talk, but when their father died, that the time they can come together. When there's confusion among people in the quarter, when somebody died, that the time they come together. So we saw Coca. Coca really saw this opportunity to say, okay, this is my time to shine. And those who have anything against me will forgive me. And he stood up. He stood up for the family. He stood up for the people of that district and took the culture and said the old man will not die for nothing. Prince Johnson, who killed so many people, he was being celebrated. Not only because he was a senator, but Prince Johnson was being celebrated because the way Coca carried that body business to the Liberian people. If Coca have not made that thing warm, have not made it hot, people will talk about it, but it was not going to be much. Because those who Prince Johnson hurt are more than the people who Prince Johnson helped. But the way Coca turned that thing around, the family of Prince Johnson, the people who supported Prince Johnson, they were very quick to jump on Coca Bell Walker. And from that day, I believe that Coca, I think I came on here that same day and announced that Coca finished winning the election. So this is it. It's not about what Coca is bringing on the table as far as I'm concerned. Coca ain't bringing nothing. Coca is bringing nothing on the table in terms of what benefit the Nimbadian is going to get from him. Nothing. Nothing. But because that specific group of people believe this is their thing and they don't want anybody else to touch it. I know you're from Nima, so maybe I'm running my mouth too much, but my grandpa from Nima too anyway, so I'm not running my mouth for nothing anyhow. And my grandfather used to have a town in Nima County called Puebli. He's from Ugawe, which is the crown side of the Nima, but he also his father Gilman. So that's well known. In fact, some of my cousins are in Gil people, you know. So I have a side on that. That is not about it. I just believe Coca won that election the way he portrayed himself after Prince Johnson died. He made sure that Prince Johnson's death was broadcast all over the world. The way he carried himself, the way he talked about it, the movement, the way he walked, the things he did, make sure Prince Johnson's death was not only for those of us who believe Prince Johnson hurt us so much, all we want to do is to castigate his body and say bad thing about him. But Coca, think he did. The body was able to follow him. To say, we'll follow your lead. And this is how I believe that he won the election. Jerry, let's hear about you. Let's hear from you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Good morning. Good evening. Thank you for joining me, sir. What's on your mind? Jerry, are you with me? Or the CDC now harmonize your internet? People? Jerry, not there. Jerry, you here?
The line is kind of bad. Okay, fine. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. On the eve of the results and the voting today, it's interesting. You know, we are doing good in Liberia when it comes to democracy. We are really following democracy. And I watched the election today. There was no any hustle environment, even though there was a poor turnout. For some reason, people did not really go participate into the election. But the election was peaceful. That's what we all prayed for it to happen, especially in Nima, because Nima is one of the bigger county in Liberia, as more populated than most other county. And first of all, I'm going to congratulate the audience for exhibiting, you know, election in Nima. And Nima County is going to be the focus until 2029. There's a reason why Nima going to be the projector winner right now is Koga, and Koga seat need to be fair. And there are candidates that want to run maybe within the next 16, 18 months. We'll be back on the same platform to discuss who to succeed. Koga to see whether he's going to handpick somebody or the vice president going to handpick somebody to succeed. There's a Koga seat. So Nima County going to be in the Nima County not going to go away until 2029. It's just a prelude of what's going to happen in 2029. Let me say this in a see the in such an election, the government that in power have the advantage because they had the resources, they had the manpower, and they had the finance. You know, Madam Edith, you know, or she fought hard. I mean, Mr. Koga is a prosumer or winner right now project, you know, because the not even declared it, but you can tell from the poll because I got some of the tally sheets that you got. There's no way she'll be able to win the election. But you know, I congratulate her. At least she had tried what 3, 4 times. She meant well. And maybe it's time for her to sit back and say, okay, you know what? I have tried 4 times. I did not win the election. I need to play a pivotal role with people who believe in me, and she can play her pivotal role in Lima County. She don't have to be senator or representative, but she can be a tiebreaker in Liberia and Lima County, mostly in Lima County. You know, probably she can open one NGO or something that she can do that people will relate to her, and she endorse a candidate or any candidate say that people will listen to her. So, I mean, there's a lot of opening for her. I respect her. She's a former superintendent.
Jerry, are you there?
You know,
Okay.
so
All right, Jerry, I'm not
I
too sure
want
what's
to
going on with
congratulate
your
her.
internet.
But that's
I'm
what it
not too
is.
sure what's going on with your internet. I'm not too sure what is going on with your internet. But it's not helping at all.
I know, but definitely, I don't know.
Okay, just stay with me.
Okay.
I thank you very much. Thank you,
Yeah,
Jerry. Thank
let
you.
me
I
leave him.
also,
Maybe it will get.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Whatever you can do to fix it, that's fine. But let me just say this here. Let me also pick it back on what you stated earlier, and that is Nibadians themselves. I also want to take the opportunity to congratulate our brothers and sisters in Nima County for making sure that the peace of Liberia continue to hold. Because if Nima County was to have some sort of an issue, every one of us are connected to Nima. Every Liberian is connected to Nima. There's no way you're gonna say you have issue in Nima County that's not gonna affect Grand Guinea or not gonna affect any other county. So, but we really, really do appreciate because this election was very hot. Even though it was not a presidential election, but it was very hot. And we want to thank those brothers and sisters that ran a magnificent campaign that also stood up for the peace of Liberia by making sure that whatever that was being said, insult or whatever it is, that indeed they consider themselves folks who believe in election, who believes in one man, one vote, and we appreciate it. We appreciate that very much, Jerry. But let me try to break your bubble here this evening. United Party got nothing to do with it. They don't deserve no credit whatsoever. Government in power where? The mean people, they don't like to share nothing. Government in power where? The greedy people, the thief, they don't want. It's all about Nimba. I just told you again. Let me repeat myself. The election was won a day after Prince Johnson died. When Prince Johnson died, what Coker did, if he had not done that, the narrative of Prince Johnson's death would have been the negative side of it. People try to bring out the bad deeds of Prince Johnson. But Coker, because of what he did from day one, allowed people to freely associate themselves with Prince Johnson and the death of Prince Johnson without being afraid for people to stigmatize that as being somebody supporting the death of Prince Johnson dying, Prince Johnson who have killed so many people. Many of them, I put a post because Prince Johnson murdered my brother. I put out a post, but it didn't go. It didn't get any traction because Coker, what he did was his behavior was much more involved in the body, and started seeing that and said now we can gravitate towards that. From that point on, the election was just a matter of history. If I was any other person, if I was somebody who had money, I would tell them, say, you're going to put money in it, let Coker have it. It has nothing to do with, that give people time and all the kind of, Jeremiah couldn't just spoil a need for nothing. Coker was going to win the election one way or the other. More added than going order to violate the Constitution, to violate the code of conduct, just for nothing. Spotting their need, Coker was going to win. It has nothing to do with Unity Party. Now, on the other hand, CDC, their behavior towards the election, because I used to be on here when I read it, I said they think President Baka and people doing that, giving CDC will come by. I used to be on here to say CDC will come by. CDC will come by, and people say, why would you say that? They may not come back. But from this election, they are not ready. CDC, like my rescue tour said, they are not quite ready. Because first thing is this. You have this election. You just got fluck. Not by use margin now, mind you. You would think that they would say, you know what? Even if we're not going to win, let's put all in it. Let's put all our chips in it. Let the Liberian people know that yes, indeed, we are here. They're crawling to the election as though they're so scared, so timid. That CDC will be timid. You go into election and you say, I think we'll go with 3. We know we'll support all 3 of you. What kind of party is that? President, we are. The men who fear nothing will come crowding to election like that. Then for me, they are not serious. They are not quite ready. And I will say, again tonight, they're not coming back. They must say, well, just forget coming by. Because they are not coming by. They will not come. Because Liberians, especially Zimbabweans, you go to Nima County. For people, let me bring in Dr. Toto here. Dr. Toto, before I finish my statement, you saw Chief Swakoko I played yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that clip
Have
before.
you seen that video before, right?
Yep.
You saw the video before?
Yep, I saw it before.
You saw the entire Banga video before? They have lots of video about Banga.
No doubt.
Oh my goodness. I will share the website with you.
Yeah, they have
video of people in Banga there was a co-host. This is sidebar right now. You know the liberal. I can go anywhere.
That's a old one.
So but there was another video. The people came. The people from Monrovia, the Monrovia people now, they
Yeah.
came. They got to the river, and these young men, they were swimming. So the river has a big log where you can walk on. Now no bridge.
Yeah.
So the people say they more care some of the Monrovia people on their bike to carry them.
Wow.
So the guy said, "Okay, got my bike." He got a bike. The guy he put in the water. He said, "Now try and swim across." He do a head like that because no audio. He just do a head like that.
Yeah.
You know, the people from Montreal were vexed. They crossed the river. When they crossed the river, those boys, those fellow boys were waiting for them. The BT that happened in that forest. It's there. It's on the video.
Oh, yeah. You just said that to me. You just said
It's there on the video. I said 1929. The BT that were happening.
Wow.
You can't believe it. After they finish, when the frontier, how they call it, frontier four, they start. They just scatter all in the bush. That was it. But anyhow, I'll say you the link. I'll say you the link. But anyhow, let's go back. Thank you, Doc, for joining me. Let me say this. I'm in a mood tonight to run my mouth tabata all the way. So, Jerry, on a very serious note, Unity Party cannot take credit for nothing. They didn't do nothing. No credit going to them. They are just as useless as anything else. Anyhow, the thief. They're not taking any. We're not giving them no credit on this one. This is all Coca and the people of Niba. Now, on a very serious, one last thing I will say before I turn it over to Dr. Toto, who's joining us here. If Jeremiah Cohn, this is on a very serious note, this is the time now for us to watch after this election what Jeremiah Cohn would do. What he does after this would tell you whether he's ready to lead Nima County. If you watch Jeremiah Cohn after the election and he take Coca to the center of the mountain belt and say, my people, you don't can't eat together. This is all about Nima. The election is over. We're all Nima. We're all one man, one part children. You cannot eat together. And bring Manaware for her to give her own feeling on this. Manaware and many of all of the Nima top political leaders, you put them together. Not in how do you call it, Gil Belt, in a Manan Belt. And you have that conversation. Then I know he will be ready. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I hope it does. Let me bring you Dr. Toto. I know the vote is still being counted. I know the people are still talking about it. But what do you make of this?
Yeah,
First of all, before you say anything, I want to say here that I think at this point, America and Liberia playing football, Liberia leading America by 3-1 in terms of political and in terms of democracy and the functioning of democracy. Liberia leading U.S. 4-1. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, Libra, thank you. Jerry, good evening. And also to our viewer out there in Liberia, in the diaspora, I want to greet you from my home town in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I will be there next week.
Okay. And I'll be out.
You will be out?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I'll be the Lutheran University will be having a launch on in Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
So
my son lived there anyway.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah. But Libra, we just let me join my voice to the voice of so many Liberians at home in the diaspora to congratulate the people of Nima County. I've been tuning in most of the online platforms, period network to monitor the situation in Nima County to see the people assemble peacefully despite all the election rhetoric, noise and things that are coming up, the huge deployment of police and other security apparatus in Nima County to which were good for them to provide peace and security. But I think the citizens did extremely well to turn up peacefully to cast their battle, which want to commend them for. Nima now is becoming the heart of Liberia in terms of politics. The way in American politics, we say the road to the White House out from the Iowa caucus. And Nima is gradually gearing towards the road to the executive branch in Liberia for the past few years. They have been gearing for Nima County. So a session or senatorial election that had a huge attention. I was even surprised to see international observer that came from outside the country to monitor the election. So that's a huge plus for next. And the government of Liberia also will provide and secure the atmosphere to have a peaceful election. The outcome of the election, we're going to win. We're following the result carefully. As they always say, now we'll get official result, which we're waiting for. But for all speculation that come if you tune the various network, people are there giving their own numbers. The way in Liberia, people want to certify their own political candidate. Oh, congratulations to the person, congratulations to the person that which I'm not going to follow him. Even though I have my own buyer, who want to win the election, but now I would not make a ridiculous statement I to come out prematurely to say with all the support of net to say this individual won the election. But like you said, Liberal, they involved a certain key player in the race that the vice president were influential in this election on the Coca camp. And I just wanted the vice president. Even the Unity Partisan also do Liberal. You don't want to get credit to Unity Party. You say they didn't do well, but Unity Partisan, the members would, because remember that Unity Party is in alliance with the VP Party, the MDR. And we saw all the Unity Party strong members are out there tune in to give their support to represent the Coca. So you cannot take Unity Party out of the picture. If the Coca team win, well, Unity Party bear some of the fight Coca team to be elected. So that gives you to elect by the Coca team. Either Gogno where also too. She's my big sister. I know her. She must say we have talked on one or two occasions, especially on Liberia politics, especially the last election. She called me one time. We discussed some political issue where her brother, the land councilor who I supported the last election in the first round, where we had some of the discussion. But like I said some time ago, and I want to say it on this platform, if she win, well, I congratulate her. But they should not, I feel disappointed to be afraid to see some of the faces that are on her campaign. People that I know some of them politically, they are not doing extremely well in terms of winning election. Some of the people that were the face of her campaign. So for me, I posted on my Facebook page some time ago. I said I was a little bit disappointed in some of those folks that either had off campaign. But I wish her the best. We'll wait for NET to get the official result of the election. Libra.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go to your co-host. Let's hear from you.
Good. Thank you. Like I said from my opening, politics is timing. Hookahs were timing. When a former senator died, the role he played is promoted him to be projector window for the senatorial in Nima County, even though he left. How you got to say, election commission have not come up with the result yet, but I mean, we always have projector window anyway. That's why election is always. But there are two things I want to talk about. The relevancy of the former president Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And it's time for Liberian people to sit back and watch her relevancy in our political spectrum. She's a former president and she got weight. George Weah got weight. But look at it from different political aspects. She brought Comey. Comey lost. Comey lost in 2023. She wholly supported George Weah partially. George Weah lost to Buckeye. So politics it became the turnaround, the relevancy of the former president. And 2023 with let me say 2029, it would decide. I pray that she will be alive to see 2029 election. The Buckeye making noise. He like a termite. Termite don't make noise, but they do the destruction. And by the time you go look, everything is destroyed. And it's something for us to watch. Here we are. Musa Belede, who just launched a political party, it was a test for his candidacy, but he jumped the boat in the middle of the river. He left his candidacy, left his candidate and took off. You just launched a new political party and your candidate in the middle of the election, all right? And you took off. What are their track record? So all these things have some impact on those who are making political decisions in the place. I don't know. This sit down and make a good decision and say, look, this
Jerry,
is
your
what
internet is just not
I've
doing us
done.
a favor tonight.
Jerry network keep breaking up.
Yeah. Jerry, are you there?
Not because I come here. Okay, I'm here. I'm speaking. Yeah, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Is
Okay,
it
go ahead.
that put your hat on or that's fine. So
you put your hat on to stop all the people, the witchcraft from coming into your network. You put a hat on, your internet start working straight.
Okay, that's good. So, Musa Belede. He was with what the planning in Buchanan, what the party or newly can get them party, Liberty Party.
Liberty Party.
Liberty Party. Yeah, Liberty Party. And look what happened to Liberty Party. He left Liberty Party. Now he established a party. In the middle of it, he left. Folks, it's not because you have money. So, you see, politics is interest. And politics is record. If you are managing a campaign, if you got winning, look, let me go back. 1981, 82, when Kekuru Boto became chairperson for NDPL. You saw it when he went to Killsbury. I can still remember on our campaign team. He said, Mr. President, you're going to win by for Canada. No, he said, you're going to win by for Canada. You're not going to win by landslide. You're going to win by for Canada if you can go find that tip. So when you are a leader, no matter how difficult it is, you have to make some sound decision. I don't know why he rational to leave his candidate in the middle of campaign to come. I don't know wherever he is. These, I think, people do analysis and people link you to these things. I hope Mr. Belede will think twice, when it comes to politics in my country. And he will find the relevancy of who is the candidate or how a party going to function in Nima County or moreover in the Republic of Liberia. Not only just in Nima County, he will form a political party, but to go across the other 14 counties.
Thank you. Thank you. Doc, let me come to you on this here. I know Nima is not far from Bon County, just like
We
Liberia.
just send the helicopter for him, David. Don't worry, we'll send the helicopter for him.
Rescue 2, Rescue 2, Rescue
Somebody
1
say,
is
where is
calling.
Tago rescue to court.
Yeah. Tango, 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 Rescue 2,
this?
Rescue
Tango,
1 is
tango.
calling. So let me come to you, Doc. I know Nima County and Bon County share common border. What has been demonstrated in Liberia and now being displayed in Nima County in terms of electoral process after these type of election, would there be any candidate in Liberia that will come and say the people cheated me in any election? You have had successful presidential successful election, many by-election, senatorial and representative election. Do you think Liberia is now gearing and getting on the way of actually, truly having a one man, one vote democratic process in Liberia? Talk to me on that, Doc.
Yeah, so or liberal, absolutely. If you see here, if you look at our political history in Liberia since the war to our first election up to the current election we have, you can see a lot of progress have been made in terms of our democracy. Since the army or the peacekeeper left from Liberia, we have a successful election. And I give you the president, we are despite I'm now a supporter of CDC, and I didn't like a policy, but he set the bar very high the last election. No, without even there completing the entire can, and he considered. So that set the bar very high for Liberia in terms of our democracy. Then we come down to the recent, this ongoing senatorial election that took place in Nima. We see how peaceful it is. Everybody praising the outcome of the election. Even some of the candidates that took part in this current senatorial election are considered already, and they expressed the fairness of the election. So you can see how far we have gone on. So this election is a test event to the 2029 election that we coming up in Liberia. And if I give a clear pathway that nobody can sit now and make a claim that election not free and fair in Liberia, even though candidates had the right to contest the outcome of election, in which we had a process. There's a process laid out. If you feel unsatisfied of the account, you go to NET, and through there, if not, go to the Supreme Court. So we have process in play, and that's why we get beauty of our democracy. So we are heading somewhere. We are heading somewhere. Our infrastructure is building on in terms of our elections and the participation of our people. The only thing that affecting our process, what we need to work on, the voting trucking, so that people keep talking about. Where presidential elections come, people register, they truck people from point A to point B because they want to get vote. There, even people that live in Nima, people that live in Bon County, so now they come and register in Bon County or from Grand Judea, or Grand Judea will leave from Grand Judea and come way Bon County to register or go to Riverside only because they know somebody, they want for that person to win. So these are what affecting the outcome of election. So we saw also low turnout today in Nima County. Some of the low turnout were alleged to some of these problems in terms of the voting trucking. So other than that, I think we are heading on a positive step, and NET is doing well also too in terms of organizing, because this electoral election, it may be a small election, but we can see how well we organize. They organize the process good, make it transparent. We're open to the process. You have journalists observer all there, they all preach, they all come of it. So we give it to them also too. But it is a gradual step that leading to a perfect democratic system in Liberia. We should give it all to all Liberians, especially those political leaders that are in the forefront that will come out, to concede and give way for the election result to be announced peacefully.
So let me ask you that before I go to Jerry, one more question to you, Doc, then I can move on to Jerry. And that is, you been involved into Liberian community, ULA and everything else. And many of the young Liberian diaspora politicians, for better of a lack of better word, Liberian diaspora politicians, young people that you have interacted with so many times. And many of the complaint will be that even if they wanted to go over there, our brothers and sisters would not look at them favorably because they're from they're from a foreign land or what have you. You think Liberia, with these type of election that is going on, you think they're ready to take on the young Liberian politicians coming from this side to join them? And if that happened, these Liberian young politicians, will they be able to achieve any kind of position, try to achieve anything over there,
Yes,
or it is still too soon for us to judge that?
I would want liberal. I would not say it is too soon. There have been other. These are the challenges that we the diaspora we face right now. If someone try to contest for political office in Liberia, we are seeing a lot of diaspora Liberians that contest elections in Liberia. Most of them lost. The last one of the first diaspora in Liberia to win an election in Liberia, may his soul rest in peace, Dangmas Law. Dangmas Law, he came from the diaspora. He was the former boss to the job that Kwame we has for him. What's our agency? The agency that Kwame we were working for in the CDC government.
Oh, you mean the one? What's his name? Eugene. I mean Eugene Falcon working on LN something. Liberian News Agency.
Yeah, Liberian News Agency. That was slow there. You had a position and then you won an election. So the last election also too, we have people from the diaspora that contest or lone guy for the diaspora, Jerry Yokbo from Pennsylvania. He won a seat in Morrisville County. So it has been a challenge for people in the diaspora to win election. But I think some of the problem have been people leave from here with the election time. They want to feel their impact. Somebody down to involve the people. We saw the life of Asif Atuba. He contested an election also to the Rivers here. And Morrisville County, you're not successful. And we have even the correct campaign chair for Bada Ide Emmanuel Yato from Michigan. He the current chair for the campaign team for the Ide team. He had contested elections in Liberia also too. He had lost for the diaspora. So these are some of the challenges that we from the diaspora will go to Liberia to contest in election Liberia. So like what I said some time ago, like relationship building, despite we sending all our remittances to Liberia, we provide a lot of opportunities in Liberia, but kind of election, they put look at it different, and the message that been portrayed to them that in case there's anything happen, people will leave your hanging or run away to go back in the diaspora. If you look at Prince Johnson video, the video that he was blessing Saint Coca, where after Saint Coca went to beg for mercy, and the late senator said that I'm talking about people that are in the diaspora. I wasn't trying to paraphrase him, why people sitting in America, the diaspora causing problem in Liberia. So those are the type of message election time. They will give the people wrong message about people that are in the diaspora. But diaspora will say to other remittances that they don't look at that. So it has been a challenge to be frank. I think if one or two people can be elected, time come, it will happen. It will see a lot of people. But either are being accused also too that the local hall will be come back for the diaspora that they say after every election, she run back to the U.S. She live in the U.S. With the election time, and she go back to Nima County to contest. So that's some of the message that being preached against her. So a photo look at this thing very keenly, liberal.
Thank you. Jerry, let me come to you. Unity Party is now crowing all over the place as though they have done a wonderful thing, which I don't see. But and I know you're not in this as the Unity Party personnel, party. But do you think Unity Party have something to crow about on this election if indeed my prediction come to pass that Samuel Coker becomes a senator? You think Unity Party got something to crow about?
Oh yeah. Nobody want to be identified with loser or losing team, especially with a sitting for our president under the leadership of Excellency Joseph Boakai. So they will identify Unity Party would identify they would take and run away. So unify would let me say unify. Unity Party would take and run away because for the fact here is they went there, send their representative, and they win. So that's it. That's flip it the other way. George Weah, the former president of Republic, two former president of Republic of Liberia, endorsed either way. Hmm? The former superintendent. And what happened? She's not a projector winner right now. Koga is a projector winner. So this thing has some liability on the assets of it. Let me come to the question you asked, that when it comes to we are in the diaspora, go home and win election. Like my representative from District 9, Nima County, who is Tai One-Way. He came from here and he ran, he won the election. But there's a perception about us that we are here. They look at as a coffee beggar. We are coffee beggar. We go there when time for election. But they fail to realize, our brothers and sisters in Liberia, we have made a tremendous contribution in our country. And they ostracize us and say, oh, the people in America, when something happens, they can run away and go to America. But at the same time, when something happens in Liberia, where is America? You and myself, we are taxpayers in this country. Our tax money that go to Liberia. So it is difficult sometimes when you go home. And the way they will see you sometimes be like, what? I thought I'm from here. And it's difficult. But at the same time, we still have to educate our people. And we left from that maybe post-war or pre-war, and now we are in a different settlement. But it will take some good education or for the people to embrace us that somehow we are returning home frequently or who have ambition to pursue political or who want to see political office. You have to go on ground and make some groundwork. You can't just go there when they say election time. Go if you want to run in a district, go and build a house there. Go to your village and do something in the village. Let the people recognize you that you have some real estate in the place and they recognize you. Comparing to just go down for election and say, yeah, I'm going for election. Myself, if I was there, I would say no. So these are things.
Thank you. Let me
That will
come
happen.
back to you, Jerry, before I go to Dr. Toto here on this. You
Mhm.
are an Imbadian,
Mhm.
and you are well averse of the issues and situation in Nima County. You were on here the other day saying that your area of Nima County has always been marginalized, which I do agree with you on that one. But let me ask you this: Coca winning this election, what does he bring on the table that will benefit Nima from your own perspective now? And speculation. Speculation is my job. So I will hope that you will join me as being ridiculous as I am here. Ridiculousness is my middle knee. Speculation is also my middle knee. So join me here. Let me ask you. So what exactly this young man going to be bringing on the table? Because all we see he dancing, he rolling on the floor, here and there. Do you think he has something in the back pocket that he's going to bring on the table to benefit Nima and also to benefit Liberia? Let's hear from you.
Well, locally to historical context, the man is one of the strong representative in Nima County since 2000. He have what 2 term representative, or going to his third term representative. So probably he doing something good at what the Nima people keep electing him, because he's one of those that been elected twice. Now he going to the Senate and he's a projector winner. So probably he doing something that what the Nima people like him. But listen, that's what I say on the network. All those that participated the current election, they are all present official government or former official government. They have former representative, they got former inspector general, we got former superintendent, we got what's the next guy? Other than a whole official government, official office in Nima County, in the Republic of Liberia, in the central government, and there was a record. And the Nima people decided that, maybe who can bring something on the table, maybe he would be a born person to say, yeah, well, he had been elected 3 times as a representative. Now we give him the torch, we pass the torch over to him, Senator C. But let me say this. Yeah.
Let me announce quickly, Ma Fatima,
Hold on one
good
second.
evening. Thank
Yeah.
you for joining us. We appreciate it. Jerry, you want me to come back to you later?
No, I'm done. No, I'm coming.
Okay.
No, I'm ready. Somebody asked me for something. The seat that Mr. Coca projected winner, he had always been, even in this free country, they always say it belongs to the person, it belongs, Johnny T. Voga, or the, person who held our seat all that time for Lower Nima County. So these are historical seats, and that's part of life. And that's what politics is all about. Like Dad said, we are making a transformation. I give Liberian people credit. We have good election with no gunfire, nobody losing their life beside accident. We pray that people ride on the bike because they see new road. I mean, going Kanta from Kanta all over the Tabata, Kota had reaching Tabata, and accident because people drive recklessly. These are some of the things. But you know what? I can Liberia a good credit that we will go through the battle of action this time. You know what? There's no gunfire, nobody in the bush, nobody died. The only thing we do, guess what? We take our paper, we give you a report card. If you don't do good, we'll cross it out. We'll bring some new face in there. So that's what politics is all about. And I agree that Liberian people will practice this, to be the model of the rest of the West African country.
Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, Samson Toe,
Yeah, because
LPR.
Voga do John Voga was the seat. He had a seat before Mr. Koyan.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Thank you, guys. If you're listening, Samson Toe, Labra Radio, I'm here tonight with Dr. Toto and Mr. Jerry Wakon, NPR Senior Security Analyst. Let me put a number up here. And Jerry and Toto, please give me 1 minute on the clock. We will come back to you. Just sit tight. Folks, this is the number for the Cash App, Labra Radio and Zelle, a number as well. And we're still out there, Ice Key. Any of you that are able to contribute to whatever Mr. So and I have been talking about for the last 2 3 days, which is to help Liberia Public Radio, the office over there in Liberia, and the staff in Liberia, some material. And so, if you have, it doesn't have to be money. If you can give any electronics thing, phone, laptop, desktop, monitor, camera, lighting, condition lighting, and what have you, whatever you can give, just give Mr. So a call, and he will talk to you on this. And his number is 682 433-8802. That's his number. So if you care to contribute, you can also use the cash out number here. It's Dell number. That's what it is. LPR cash up. Liberia Radio and Zell. That's the number right there. So I thought I'd take the 1 minute to make the announcement, and we'll continue to do that until the 30th of this month, and I will cease the donation solicitation process. But one of the things I also want to say, LPR is a 413 entity, and I believe that is if you give and you want a receipt for you to have a tax deduction process, Mr. Soul will be able to provide that to you because LPR does have a IN. I call it IN or whatever they call it. Yes, you know all those things. I don't know those things, but yeah, the number is there. Give us a call. Give Mr. So a call, and let's have a beautiful, beautiful contribution coming from you. I want to thank all of those who've been contributing. I want to thank all of those who are even thinking about contributing. Thank you very much. I know it's not easy, and I hope that you will sympathize with our position as well. Because Liberian, we are not known to be beggars. We are not known to be running to people to say, "Oh, we need help, we need help." But as Mr. So stated the other day, LPR put itself in a position. We now have a building, office building, studio now in Liberia that we can come to you now and say, "This is what we have. We need X, Y, and Z." As I said, Mr. So here yesterday, we need to furnish the studio. We need to have we still provide, of course, we've been doing that. We have I call it internet that we already have. We have lighting condition, the light bill gonna have to be paid, what have you. So those are things that we used to do and we continue to do, but we thought that we ask folks to be part of this process as well. Now, let me go back to the part. So that's that. If you want any information that I'm missing, and you want to know more about this, give Mr. So a call. You call me, you're not getting information. I don't know fasting. No, I know something. I know something more than it's but that a job. That why I know everything. I don't want giving him the direction. I'm telling him what to say. And saying he's the CEO, I say let him do the job. Not that I don't know anything, I know everything. I'm the board chair, I know everything. Allah. But anyway, no, on a very serious note, give Mr. So a call and he will give you the information correctly. We want to thank all of you that are thinking and even have done so. Thank you very much. We will now say thank you, and let's go back to the panelists to have a conversation. Let me come back to you, Doc. Thank you, guys, Dr. Tutu and Jerry. Thank you for the opportunity for me to make that announcement. Let me come to you, Doc. Good evening, Sister Goya. Thank you for joining us. Let me come to you, Doc. As an educator, the process we're on, do you think young Liberians who has the voting population of Liberia is very young? Do you think that they are educated enough? I'm not talking about educated to be PhD.
Yeah.
Okay, but do you think in terms of voting process, in terms of exercising their right, the civic process itself, do you think our brothers and sisters are being educated enough to be able to fully participate in this, and that they will not be swayed away chigisu, cup of water, or cup of rice, aqua oil, or scholarship and things of that kind of nature, that they would be able to say, we're voting this person in office because he has X, Y, and Z that he can contribute to improve our lives in the community. Do you think our brothers and sisters have the ability to understand now?
No, liberal. Unfortunately, these are some of the challenges and problems that we have in our society in Liberia. When it comes to, I think this is one of the areas that or the government should put more resources in to educate and provide education to the young people in terms of making logical decisions. Most of the time, we saw that a lot in the presidential election, and I know also the party, the senatorial election also too, impacted it somehow. We may not know the percentage at which it occur. But we see more often in Liberia. Most of the young people, they don't even know who they are voting for. Some of them, they are being influenced by money to sell their voter registration card, or maybe to they will give them some incentive, they will give you some benefit, could be rice, should be liquor, and any other factors that will help to influence their mind to that make logical decision. So these are things that are really affecting the voter population in Liberia, especially the young people. And it's not just in Liberia, Liberia, especially across West Africa or Africa in general, in Sub-Saharan Africa, where you have poor, poor, poor infrastructure, economic development in this country where the hardship is very high. Young people tend not to participate well in this election because most of them their vote have been bought by maybe some politician or people that have the money to influence them. So these things are happy. I don't think we have reached that level yet, but some of them making some logical decision. And that's just only the young people to labor. Look at the older people too. Some of our old folks that in the rural area that cannot read and write, where somebody have to hold their head or somebody will tell them say who you voting for. You know, we had it. We had it. We had. We had elections some time ago in our local community. And our election was here in Minnesota. And some of our older folks that came out to take part in that election, they didn't know the process. They couldn't read and write. They were interpreting to them in the local vernacular, and then they tell them say, hey, that the person ain't gonna vote for. So their decision have been influenced by the interpreter. So those are things that really affecting the voting when it comes to voting in Liberia. We have our disadvantaged young people in Liberia, especially the one they call the Zoko, where most of them there will see their displacing their voter registration card. People buy it for them. People they go some kind of agreement with some politician or some local people to buy their card for them. And then also too, like I talking, trucking also too. They truck people from region to region also too to go and vote for. They pay there. They say, okay, you have back on rent. Get on the truck. They'll go register you to vote. Somebody go far area, far distance from their home to take part all in the voting process because they want to elect somebody. So it is so these are the challenges until we can continue to provide good education to the young people. Should be a program that should be undertaken by there. We didn't wait for election time. We shouldn't just wait for election time to provide voter education to the people. We can go on a continual basis, go to the local dialect, languages, and the other things, and give people the benefit of the doubt to make rational decision. But I don't think it's really happening in our voting population in Liberia. The percentage is very low. Those are really make rational decision. Deborah, you mute here.
Sorry. My granddaughter was crying for Julia. Julia drinking. I not put it. You see it not in a bottle or in a glass, but I still stole it from her. So she down there crying. I want to meet her myself. But if she see the bottle, she want the bottle. So I changed my bottle business now. But anyway, no, very serious. Let me come to you, Jerry, before I go to Sissy here. The election in Nima County, give us a context from a security background, national security background. How do you perceive this, the process itself? Was the national security apparatus very helpful? Were they involved from all that you know? And if so, what are the results so far from national security perspective, Jerry? Talk to me on that, please.
Well, two things were before then after. Then you do assessment. First, I mean, from what I saw today, I was impressed by the Liberian National Police. They were all over in most of the counties, like in most of the county headquarters, district headquarters. They were really present. And you have to also show some respect with the voters, and in able for security to function, we need human contact. And there was no credible, I don't know, but threat, but there was no violence. And from there, after the election, you go back to base and do an assessment and say, okay, we have accomplished it. What did we complete? What did we miss? And you do reassessment. And hopefully they will come up with these answers. But so far today, I give them credit. I mean, they were I saw the chief of police. But one thing that dialed me, I mean, maybe somebody can answer it on the who listening. Why is the chief of police? He got a bullet guy with M16. Bullet guy with him with M16. Around that, you are a trained police officer who got going yourself. Why do you need a bullet guy? Maybe somebody please educate me because I see. I mean, people holding guns behind him. And you know why with M16? And what is the threat? Maybe they got some information that Jerry Back don't know. Why? But let me come to one of the questions you asked that when it comes to the money influence our decision making. First, let's do assessment of our environment. Those are the voter, some of them are disadvantaged when it comes to poverty. And there's a conceived idea within our community that let me eat my own because when they win, I'm not going to get anything again. But they fail to realize that the person that you are voting for, the bag of rice they're giving you, you're giving it, you're throwing your right away for 9 years or 6 years. So it is time for us to start educating our people. The purpose of the voting, what are their rights? Look at Yeke Koluba. Yeke Koluba said a good president in Liberia. 2023. People donated to his campaign. He spent most of the money. Most of the people, like t-shirts and everything, they were giving to Yeke Koluba. So if we can change that perception of our people, that the only way you can vote in Liberia is when the person who's seeking the office have to give you something before you can vote for her or vote for him. We need to change that perception. How do we do it? The true education. Let me conclude by this. The National Election Commission herself, she need to do re-evaluation because every year when we're having a voting process, people have to print new voting ID card. Once you get a voting ID card, it is yours. You and myself. When you get an ID card, you show your ID card, national ID card. That's it. But every year we spend millions of dollars to print new voter registration card for people to go vote. So it's time for us to look at all these things. What is the financial burden on our government to make sure these finances are available for people to vote?
Thank you. Let me go to Sissy now. Sissy, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We really do appreciate it. I know you, when it comes to the NIMA election, you are not a stranger to that. At the same time, you have been on record of being a supporter of Madam Edith Gongre. From all indication, I'm not too sure if you're part of the war rooms or not. But what are you hearing from Liberia? What's going on? What can you provide for us here this evening?
Oh, well, it's good to be on. It's nice to see you all again, Dr. Toto, Mr. Barker, and my own pop. We're still awaiting official tally results. I think the one thing I can give kudos to the national government and people of Nimba County is, despite all of the war drums that people were beating, the dog whistles about tribes and religion and sections and everything, that there was not, I haven't seen any reported incidents of violence. So kudos to the people in Nimba County that they went and cast their vote. Whoever wins, I'm hoping it's still my candidate, but if it is not, the Nimba people made their choice peacefully and respectfully. put this in the try to judge this in the same frame. Like think about a Darius DeLong winning during the height of the CDC government, or think about the elections for Taylor Uri across the bridge where my uncle was going for people behind battle lines. The Nima County people, even though the Pope replacement Koga is bringing, the Holy Father, Pope Prophet Key, the XXX, was there raining insults and trying to be divisive. Yeah, I said it. If I can do it, he can do. He was trying to be divisive and everything, and the sitting vice president was dog whistling and everything. But the Nima people went out for that, and if Koga wins, he deserves the seat. But what I don't want people to think here is that this election was made on people voted on issues. There was no issue people voted on here. So I disagree with my brother Jerry when he says that all of these people have they are serving government, so the people voted upon their records. Koga didn't talk about his record, not one day. So I fail to see the statistical correlation when you find somebody don't talk about anything and they win. You say, well, it can be aligned to that. I fail to see that. But I do think, look, one thing I want us to be mindful of, and every time we make these comments, I have made them before, I try to reflect and pull myself back, is when we talk about education in Liberia and that our people are voting based on ignorance. We're in America. There's a guy who won an election that told people that I grab women by their private parts, and we still voted for him. There's a guy who won the election, divorced 5 times, hold the Bibles upside down, and said 2 Corinthians, like to say, making a joke. And the Christian right for and say, well, more Christian than the guy who have been a Catholic all his life, than a woman who has been a Bible-believing Christian all her life. There are people who voted for a guy who said, well, deport your people. They voted for him, deported the people in the crowd. So we are in America, one of the greatest nations. We have people making choices. Yet, we don't say they're ignorant. But when our Liberian people make their choices based on, sometimes we vote against ourselves. We vote against our self-interest. People have done it here before. I went door campaign. I went door to door knocking in this country. I knocked on the door of a Donald Trump, even though the man he had put in place a Muslim ban. He had said you would grab women by their private parts, and he didn't like Africa was a shithole country. She was there voting against our interest. But when it happens in developed countries, we don't say the people are not smart enough. In France, Marine Le Pen, a far-right person, almost won election in France. Viktor Orban is in Hungary. Right? Do we say other people are not educated? Politics is local. To the extent that you can localize the politics in tradition and in culture, and somebody can make you hate somebody else and you can vote for them, that is all part of politics. I really don't think it's about the education piece. In Minnesota here, in the national elections, we are allowed to carry interpreters. If I can speak English, to go vote in the national election, I can carry an interpreter with me. I can tell me how to vote. That's how we voted in the Bonkante election that I'm talking about. So how is that different? For me, I think we have to do better than the way we frame the way our people vote in Liberia.
Thank you. Thank you. Again, folks, if you listen, I'm going to be opening the line here very shortly. Sissy, you're quite point well taken. Jerry will come to you. Jerry will come to you. Let me go to Dr. Toto on this here. Doc, you heard Sissy, and it's not about being a debate or what have you. But I'm on the other hand, because I've seen people have, strictly told me they will vote based on somebody buying them chicken soup, cup of rice, and baby top. I have video of that. So I am yet to be convinced that the people will vote based on local issues. When these people were making these statements, somebody buying them baby top and chicken soup and rice cup of rice and aku oil, those areas in Grand Union County did not have roads.
Just 1 second here before that Toto come in. Let me just frame that also that in most recently in Wisconsin, Elon Musk was offering money for people to vote.
I agree.
Don't forget that.
I agree. I'm not disputing that, but I'm just saying, I am yet to be convinced that our people, and let me bring in rescue 2, you taking too long to count in a few days. People been asking for you right here, where rescue 2, where rescue 2. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. But I know you, the American, you ever want to all got to push out 1 cent, 2 cents. We got bill to pay. But thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. So let me go on. Dr. Tudor, let me come to you. I am yet to be convinced. Rhetoric, Minnesota politician, high flying rhetoric it doesn't even move me.
Well, sure.
I am on move. I mean, you got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. But let me come to you, Dr. Toto. It's not about being a debate issue. But I was wondering to find out from you, and now that we have Sissy here as well, let me come to you here. The question now is, excuse me. The question now is this: as Liberia go through this process, and there'll be the representative election, and we'll continue to have these results, peaceful election, and people continue to put themselves in the ring, peaceful election. The trucking issue, yes, we can frown on that. How do we get rid of the trucking issue? Those who are supposed to make the law to bar people from doing trucking, they are the representative. So you want them to vote, and like just say vote against their own interest? Dr. Toto, talk to me about it. You got the trucking business. Talk to me again, my brother.
Yeah, Libra open this in there. I talk about that. But that just be 1 point. That just be 1 point clear. That make our brothers say the honest air that we are not saying the people in Liberia they are ignorant in terms of making that decision. We just discussing.
Look at you. You thinking more country.
Yeah. So
he said things you better make a car tonight and declare he running from bunker. he said people not ignorant. Oh yeah.
When may be against them, you not there, son. No, they will go well. You will tell it
that's good.
Yeah, we just make it clear that we just talk about the impact at which our people are being influenced in terms of their impact, their decision to participate in election in Liberia. But not like we're trying to demean it, to say they are ignorant or don't know what they are doing. No. But the issue of trucking is one of the byproducts in our election in Liberia. And we can see the effect of it today in Nima County that gave rise to some of the low turnout. Because during the presidential election, most of those people that they register in different counties, or maybe nearby county, Bon County, or Grand Judea County, or Sando County, or even most of the counties. So, especially during the representative election, it happened a lot. So I don't know what remedy the election law in Liberia can put in place to stop it, because like everybody do the same thing. The representatives, the senators, this is a process that they all pay money for. They register. In fact, what really make this, some of the security turn out very high in Nima County. There was a rumor that was speculating that there were people that are coming from Guinea and Africa to participate in elections, so they're coming to the border. So they had to deploy for some of the reliable sources that I spoke to. They had to deploy for security people along the border from Ghana side and from Africa side to prevent people from crossing over to influence the election. So these are things that I don't know how the government or the election commission will put a good practice in play to stop removing people from place to place. It's also that I really want to see. Right now, I sit here, if I want to contest or senatorial or election in Bon County, maybe that some people live from Montserrat County want to register in Bon County to support me. So Libra, I don't know how well this thing will be ready to be medicated.
Thank you. Jerry, I will come to you. Let me go to rescue. Please just bear with me. I will come to you immediately after the rescue. Terry, welcome. Thank you for joining us. What's on your plate this evening?
Good evening again to everybody on the panel, to all the big people, Senior Brother Sese and Dr. Toto and Mr. Back on the co-host since he ran away and
Yeah,
all those
I told you when he came on that the first thing I said, don't let a man put confusion between us. You still the
yeah, that what now he trying to follow the
yeah,
bandwagon.
He was
yeah,
regrouping. He regrouping with some other
yeah,
parties.
exactly. So I said, don't listen to them, man.
The, the, the CEO won't break the rank.
Yeah, exactly, and they will not be successful. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
man. But yeah, we
That's
thank
what
God
happened.
for the elections is concluded now, and we're waiting for the result officially. But I think we can see so far what's going on. We're seeing a lot of drama on Facebook. That is amazing. And that's why I was just sitting by laughing, looking at the drama. They. But I think the blame here, if Madam Edith don't win, the blame will be on the opposition party, the major opposition party, which is CDC. They put a flap into this thing too by mixing up. But I think she did. She will be doing very, very well. I think the margin will not be that too much far away, and all of that. But yeah, so far so good, Liberal. We hope and pray for things to continue to be peaceful. We hope to
But
hear from the Supreme Court tomorrow.
let me hold you right there. I have a question here, and you can answer. Anybody can answer. Is this position 2029 going to be up for re-election again, right? Because he just going whoever going to win going to be occupying Prince Johnson position left time, and then 2029 they're going to go back again.
No,
So
not them.
No, that's
Or
it.
no, I
That's
think Yan Twine.
it.
Yan Twine.
no, where I
Yan
would say
Twine.
that. What this is that by election.
Not
Prince Johnson
yes.
just
Yan Twine position will be up,
Previously
but
ran with the
Prince
current
Johnson.
president. Right?
Yeah,
You
Prince
got me
Johnson.
with the current president?
yeah.
Yeah, Prince Johnson
Yeah,
running.
that 2029 will not be 9 years, but then it will be
Yeah.
young 20 will be
We
on.
the correct the guy
Yan
there.
Twine.
Oh God,
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead, Terry. Go ahead. Conclude.
Yeah. So that's a 9 year stuff and all the kind of thing, which is a long time. My concern was driven to the divisive politics, and I think we need to change it. And
Terry, I know you're a rescue member. Divisive politics from where? How
yeah,
you
but
you're gonna throw it out there from where?
well, they might talk about tribal balance. Is
From
that a
where? Who brought it? Name. Give her party, unity party. Give her name. Yeah.
They're not unity party with that Jeremiah Kuhn himself, our
Jeremiah
vice
Queen.
president?
Oh, okay. Ahead. Okay. All right.
He
Thank
the
you.
one preach
Go
that
ahead.
politics because he knew that what the people wanted and that what he went for, and his message resonated. But the problem is that whether if it's genuine, is good, is that that kind of style of leadership. Do you think that is what will be always expected from the voters in Liberia? Do you really think that is the right message to preach? Well, I doubt it. But again, it seems like to say that is the trajectory we're on. Like Sissy was saying, people vote carelessly many times. And I think this particular vote was a careless one. If it falls in line with Koga, that means this vote was not done the way it's supposed to be, even though that is what the people want. But I don't think it was a genuine stuff that would bring some level of relief to the people of Nima County.
Thank you. Let me take this opportunity to welcome Prince Sherry. Sherry, thank you for watching us. We appreciate it. Continue to tune in. If you have contribution, we'll be open in line. You're very sure. Jerry, let me come to you. And this is the question that I have for you, Jerry. And you are in a very good position because you're from Nima. So again, with all these things that is happening right now, if indeed Coca wins and Madam Ide Gongo Blair comes short on it, if you were some sort of an advisor, will you ask her 2029 to go back again, or even not just senatorial position or representative position? Will you ask her to continue with this process? This is the fourth time. Will you ask her to continue with the process, or you would, like you suggested earlier, for her to take a back seat now? In fact, let me push you. You're asking her to take a back seat because she's a woman? I put you on the spotlight. I like it.
No, no way, no way, no way. No, 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 no. Let me say this. We got some men on the show. I want to sister that here, she's not here. But let me tell you something. You know who run the house? Are the women that run the house. I'll be honest with you. The women that run the house. Because tonight, we're on the show. Before you appear on the show, probably a well look at you and say, Mr. Toad, that I say you're going to wear to go. Eh? To where to go on our show? They make the decision for us. Let me bring it down to our parents before they go make fun. Oh yeah. Before they go make fun, you gotta ask your wife.
They say, why are you talking and you jab or you hear that you eat something?
That's all right.
I thought you were one of the tough guys around here. Let me ask you, I thought you were supposed to be a South African politician holding you there. They say woman in control. Then you talking
what grew up,
why Jerry talking because says it rub it here.
But that's the truth.
If you want to, if you want to talk
I
about
look at my election data result. I mean,
you tell me what to eat, how to run the home, but yeah, you did not support a few in the election. They want to talk about how we look and take care of the home, Jerry.
Oh no, listen. No, that's what I said. Listen to me.
You see when you wait long enough, they can't get your own baby. You can't get away
listen, no. I said the women, they are the head of the house because they tell you what to do.
What I want come from that. How you see a cameo?
No, so you may quote me. I said the women, they are the head of the house because they tell you what to do. And I just make a sound. I say, during the old days, when our parents then ready to make fun, who determine where to make that fun? They tell you, say, we want to make that fun that place. If you say you're going to make that fun, they say, I don't go on that area. You know it, you know it for, when your parents ready to make fun, who they can ask? Who make the decision? No, let me be realistic. So don't you know?
Why are you looking for where for?
I asked you one question. Time to make that fun.
That matter should have been brought up a week ago. We would have had a good conversation because Jerry would have been one of those to strongly support Madam Gongro Webb. But anyway, let's go ahead, Jerry. Let's hear you on
that. My brother Sissy came here. Talk about, he misquoted me. What I said was these 7 ladies and gentlemen that was contesting for they are all have their record in Nima County. They are all ex-officials of government. And the Nimarian will make a decision who the best, who they will send. That's what I said. I didn't say because of their record. No, I said they have record. Other than they are former officials of government, some of them former representative, former current representative. But here's the thing. Deborah, Mr. Bochier, Nima politics is interesting. When the dust is settled.
I like it when you call my title like that. Yes. Yeah, Mr.
When the dust is settled, we will get together as Nimarian. We'll do housekeeping. We will hurt. We'll dance. We'll do our tradition dance. We'll certify Nima County. Nima County is one of the
fastest. Doesn't debate about outside get a John Wyatt.
Do what?
Your group doesn't debate about outside of John Wyatt.
But how you will bring that about it? The person already been buried and he's going to bring it back. Nimarian, we will get together. No matter who hurt, it's politics. We all understand it. It's understandable. After the election, when they announce the result tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, who will be the winner? They will stand their hands to their brothers and sisters and say, that bygone be bygone about politics, and that's what it is. Nima is interesting. It's an interesting country.
Thank you. Sissy, let me come to you, then I will open the line. And that same question on Terry, please take it down because the question will come. Same question will be coming to you next. Sissy, let's talk about Musa ability a little bit. And I want you to talk to me because the young man who had Musa ability lifted up,
I
just
thought
as young as
you've been dodging the discussion.
what, who me?
Yeah.
No, but no, they overnight and pushing me too much. So, say the young man, just as young as you are, smart too, just like you, but that he was counting on Musa ability. From all indication, Musa ability did not uh, portray himself after putting this young man in front as a face of the new form party by Musa ability. He left to go to Europe and during the heat of the battle. Is he was he doing so because he trusted this young man's ability to run a campaign without him being involved? Is that why? Or he did it strictly to avoid being seen in Nima County as someone who put in or fight against the current vice president, who is also the son of Nima? Musa ability decision to leave this young man. What do you make of it, Sissy? Please talk to me on this here.
Well, the first thing is we got to go back, right? We're talking about Musa ability and LeBron politics. The Mental Liberty Party, only to the car frame, he carried with him to CBB. He tell Zana Kumi, carrying to Nimba County. He won his seat in his electoral district, Zana Kumi lost. So this is a guy who then decides, instead of going to look at political parties that have like-minded ideology because they don't then took their Bassa People Party back from him, he can't go back to ANC, CMC, CDC, whatever the ANC used to be. He can't go back to them, right? So he decides that he will create his own political party. Then when he create his own political party, he will take scraps. You know how when the Nigerian Economic came to about buying scraps? You will take scraps. You take scraps of the CDC, scraps of the ANC. He will fly them to Europe and you will sit down there with them. And this is a man that's supposed to raise somebody's hand in an election and you expect to win? What is the couture of Musa ability?
Endlessly, and so
Musa ability ain't get caught before he say get it. So why is somebody expecting to ride on that? I couldn't understand what that young man's idea was, except for maybe he wanted for his name to become a national name, to say he ran in an election. But I really can't believe that man thought that he was going to win or that Musa ability meant anything serious by that. Truthfully. Musa Benedict showed nothing that meant that he meant anything by that. That particular election, that particular campaign was non-existent. Non-existent. So I don't know. Maybe I will see to my brother Dr. Toto because they don't want to know the kind of shadow politics and shadow politicians. But I think the whole CMC is a repackaging of a lot of people with tantrums. So I hope whoever has the CMC has to have a degree in child psychology to deal with adulterating childhood temper tantrums. That's all it is. Nothing beyond that. Yes, I said it.
Oh, no.
Thank you. Terry, let me come to you. Same question, but a little addition. Let's put it that way.
Don't forget to give me that same question too.
Yeah.
Hey, do your intro. You can brush on it. They know how to give it to you.
I will give you the same question.
Terry, I call it for reason, but just when you tell you here, why I call it.
Terry, let me come to you. It's the same question now, but with this kinds of thing, the way they turn out to be, usually when these politicians form these political parties, they want to sometimes be relevant in a community, in a political community, so that if somebody else will win the election, they come and or before the second round, they try to be collaborating with them to work with them so that they will be recognized in their party, get something or what have you. You think with what have happened here, What happened to Musa ability, credibility among the Liberian politician? Terry, let's hear from you. Then I'll go to Dr. Toto before I open the
Yeah,
line.
specifically in regards to the elections, Musa Belete was just behaving like Musa Belete, like we've been saying all along. And I think Musa Belete works always with the ruling establishment. I don't trust him in when it comes to electoral processes and the games he play. When it comes to Musa Belete political party, you know, he already have juked himself in the leg already with some kind of video already going on viral that he talking about the Mandingo people. I mean, not the Mandingo, but the Islam. He won't make change Liberia through the form of Islam. That alone would kill the zeal of the party. All right. But Musa Belete in these elections, like I told you before, if you go back to the video, I told you that Musa Belete and Jeremiah Kuhn, they spoke in a certain language that I heard, that I knew that Musa Belete was supporting Jeremiah Kuhn. As a matter of fact, they were the first in this election. They are the first to announce that Koga won the election. And then later on, they went back and took it down. So because I listened to Musa Belete saying something, he said he was talking to Jeremiah Kuhn, move on in the election, don't put yourself inside, don't put yourself inside. Why didn't Musa Belete support Edith Gongo when he took the brother of the woman to help open that bridge, or bridge of farm or whatsoever? He named the bridge after the man. Why he chose to carry a different person in the race? The person he carried in the race was weak enough, but that person also helped to spoil the vote for Edith. If they all would have put their support behind Edith, maybe Edith things could be different by now. But he went and chose a candidate that he knows will not be effective enough to change anything. Then he got in the plane and went to Europe while major elections are being held. Because he knows that he don't want to contest, he don't want to challenge the vice president. And the vice president said it. The vice president said, they were asking him what Musa Belete. He said, my man, your leader, man, Musa, my brother. And Musa Belete himself went on spoon and said that he told the vice president that if there's a vacant in the lower house, the vice president will support him. And the vice president himself confirmed on spoon that he will support Musa Belete if the speaker's seat is vacant. So if tomorrow the ruling comes up, Fonati Kofa resign, even though it may be good for him, but maybe he may say, I'll get control over the play, let me resign. Rachel Kuntu resign. Guess what? That seat is open. Who's going to support Musa? The vice president going to support Musa because Musa already done what he was supposed to do in Nimba for Koga to win. So this is the deep politics that is playing, and people say Musa Belete for CDC. I don't agree with that kind of that flip. I don't agree with that. Musa Belete is not for CDC.
Thank you. Dr. Toto, let's hear from you, and then we'll open the line, please.
Yeah, but the issue of Musa Belete, is very interesting. I mean, looking at Musa Belete as a politician, looking at the political party, I think they have their own strategic plan that they put in place also too. In fact, let me just I got an invitation to go to the UK to attend
you can't stutter before. What happened to now? You stuttering?
No, I just told you that. I was supposed to be. I was supposed to be.
The man's a diplomat. You gotta count your words. The man's a diplomat. You gotta count your words.
In fact, I've been contacted by hurricane members.
I think that's
how do you call it? CME or CMC. To waste my support. But
you see how I call it many. There was a reason, liberal. There's a reason I call it many.
Yeah, so I told you, I say they popular on the show, yeah. So I've been contacted by hurricane. If I was supposed to be in the UK, but because of one or two reasons, I couldn't go there.
You were supposed to go with Musa Belete?
I was supposed to be there.
Talking here today, you just hearing that? I tell you the reason.
I will call airport. In fact, even when the party was established newly, I will call airport to get about import. So, but what I'm saying that the CMU or CMU rather have their strategic plan, and about here to
My man, the people need CMC.
CMC.
Oh, CMC. Like
But I hear
ANC.
citizen movement for
Like ANC, like CDC, CMC.
that was it. CMC.
But
Citizen movement.
I thought you said CMU.
That
Let
was
it
it. CMU.
be.
You know, but Musa, look, but Musa is doing an incredible work in the market.
Thank you.
Musa have a strong influence in the market because of the market politics. And he's doing extremely well in terms of development that go in the market. So whatever political game he play.
How far Musa district from Bon County? Is it border of Bon County?
But I don't
Yeah,
know it's far.
away.
Musa from Bon area, Secretary the area, right?
Yeah, from
yeah.
Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just say that Musa.
Let me welcome Dr. Mali. Dr. Mali, thank you for joining us.
I was saying Musa is a voice in the politics.
So when you release your ideology, now so we can read it for CMC.
I'm now a member of the CMC. I just tell you that my opinion was there, so.
Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you. Again, folks, the number is there, 916-533-2048. Give us a call. And panelists, I just want to warn you, when I call on you and there's a call coming in, I will have to cut you off and let the caller speak. Dr. Mali, will welcome you. What's on your mind? What do you have for us tonight?
Well, what's on my mind is the same old playbook in Nimakante and Musa Berete. The race hasn't gone anywhere yet. He has bowed. And I don't know whether the people.
Dr. Mali, just hold on. Dr. Mali, hold on.
The election is finished.
Dr. Mali, folks, just hold on. Dr. Mali, hold on. Your caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind? Your phone, your phone getting ready to do some number on you. What's going on? Go ahead.
This is Larry David. I'm calling you from Susu Avenue.
Hey.
It's Susu Avenue. Welcome. Now you trouble you starting tonight. I don't want to go to any home. You, I beg you.
Susu, where is Susu Avenue?
I CDC that.
That's CDC going to Susu Avenue.
And the new name for CDC.
Which the question I want to ask you tonight? Who is that Susu father?
Oh my goodness. Go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Thank you for this show. You know, I'm so grateful tonight that the election that was held yesterday, today, not just say today, it was peaceful. You know that the people of Nema listening and they conducted themselves in a peaceful manner. But sometimes, you know, this show, we listen to you people and analysis. But our brother from the other side, they don't listen. If you going against a certain government, we decide to put 3 candidates in the race. Unity Party got a lot of.
Your phone, and people in Chicago analyzing your phone.
You getting me now? You getting me now?
You pay uno susu da parle.
You pay uno susu say you pay uno susu that way.
Are you getting me now?
Yeah, much better. Go ahead.
Okay. I was saying the United Party, the key in the election. Think about what wrong is getting as another candidate in the race. If foundation of my 9 in a manner settlement. Can you imagine the result tonight? Think about even a big in one time. Think about reduce the vote in the manners. Everybody, you know, the 3 Susu group, they're only focusing on the just settlement, but they were not looking at Timber too. And you can't get in a race and get a big focus on one person. Timber scored none in the vote tonight. Don't say the truth. In a manner settlement. But at the end of the day, they will not look at it and say, oh, this was a mistake. But only focus on Susan. How can you get in a race? Then woman, people Why the girl couldn't get beyond a woman? They decided for 3 games, and the 3 games they played the Red Sox Center. Well, either getting 100 for Kokakami system, sometimes they get 1 or 2 votes. So the DC of the Susu group, from their own team were not from the people of Nima, because they were going to put up one candidate team, they election were going to be competitive. Thank you for the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I will appreciate it. Guys, I think I'm not too sure if I'll even want to take another call. Let's just close because right now we're completely running out of time here. So let's just close. I know Dr. Malice just joining us. But then again, we say thank you. Better to come than to be late than not come at all. We appreciate it. Dr. Malice, what will be your closing?
Well,
2 minutes, please.
Okay. I think what has happened in Nima County is just a clear indication that the fragmentation of opposition party will continue to affect them. If all the opposition are put together against government Kennedy, I think things would have been different in that place. But everybody's on a power struggle in Nima County. And if this political behavior move into 2029, the ruling party might also take over because the opposition, they are fragmented. You see, so unity were really needed in Nima County for the opposition to come together, at least to go against the government Kennedy. You see, so I hope it's a clearing call for 2029 for the opposition to hold together. If they think the Unity Party is not doing well, and if they think the Unity Party needs to be replaced, the opposition will need to hold together in 2029, from what I see in Nima County.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc. Terry, what will be your closing?
Yeah, my closing have to do with, I think CDC, the stubbornness is very, very severe. And I'm happy for the stubbornness. They are boasting that, Nima County election, if Koga wins now, it doesn't mean nothing for them. They're still going to win the election, blah, blah, blah. If President Weah do not put his house in order and bring a political strategist to help in the process, bring in new guys, other guys that will help to guide the party and show them strategies out, that party is going to collapse. And I think that is one of the major reasons why the party is struggling to develop strategy, is because it seems like he's the one who makes decisions for the party. And he's not a strategist. He's not a political strategist. He's just a winnable candidate. But being a winnable candidate is not the only means by which you're going to succeed in elections. You can be winnable and still lose. So I think, if they don't put their house in order, I think they're going to have a reprobation of defeat upon defeat, just how when they took over office, it was happening. If Madam Seli had not given him that thing in 2017, I don't even think, because they had not been able to win.
Terry, rescue two. What do you mean by give him? This guy won 14 out of 50 or whatever election. The guy won big time.
But somebody helped him. The ruling establishment helped him. But but take for example now, before I go, he did not, most of the election, the by elections that took place under his leadership in major areas, he was not successful. Then the election that he himself conducted, he was not successful. So I want to see how they're going to win election on their own.
Okay.
I want to see a kind of Tabata strategy that they're developing.
Okay.
Or putting 3 hands and all
so
that.
I will put this out to Sedition that are listening. Thursday, join us as we dissect CDC. As to what a CDC says, whatever you do, drop everything. Come and bring your classroom on this show. Bring the classroom and teach from here. Bring your classroom on Thursday and teach from here. Y'all help me. Let's dissect CDC. What are the because if you keep going around saying they will come back, what are the possibility? Let's discuss that Thursday. Thursday, all things CDC.
I will come late on Thursday.
Oh,
Oh,
rescue two, you try to run away from me now.
coming
Yeah,
late
no,
again.
because Thursday and Tuesday my daughter got swimming practice, so that why you
Well,
can see
but
me come late.
that my day, that Wednesday, that man, who else, you know who I'm talking about, that they are there. Anytime you join us, we'll be ready.
Yeah.
Let's come to you, Sissy. Let's come to you. Give us your opinion. Thank you.
I think, you know, CDC will be back. Jaha Chatterton said he will be back. He's still waiting in the Hague. So they would will be back. You want to analyze CDC, I want for Keto to be here so I can really dig some wounds. But having said that, look, CMC / CDC / ANC / scraps buyers, the generic product. You know how you go to Walgreens to go buy, you get, you know, the bare message about you buy it, the Walgreens bread and the Walgreens bread of ANC. Sorry, the Timu version because of tariff. Look, this group should not have put up a political candidate at all in this race. They haven't even told us what their ideology is. They haven't. They keep telling us we'll see it later on. In my father's house, there are many mansions. Yeah, when we get there, we'll see that one. Show us. What a foundation. Everybody in this quasi organization that they call it a political movement that can't show the source of their funding. They can't show us their political ideology written anywhere. The baby was just born in Liberia to Nime. They had to go to Manchester. How long ago has it been when we battle Akara's grave for going to get married in Paris? You couldn't host a meeting of your top brass in Liberia. You had to go to Manchester. That tells you they're taking the elitist side of the scrap of the ANC.
But why did they call me? Why did they call me? I'm one of the
No. They're just taking scraps, right? So they're buying scraps all over the place. So I will tell you this. We'll look at the election results. We'll look at how many votes.
You're your own good doctors in the building. They said this is a PhD.
That's not the way, bro. We'll look at the election result. And the candidate get voted, he gave him be class president. We will see that amount of votes that will come out of there. Because this, I can tell you, it was not a well thought out plan. Yeah. Musa Hassan Belete had no plan whatsoever for this CDC, ANC, CMC generic product organization.
Thank you, Susie. We always like to have your voice here, and to engage with you is very interesting. So, Dr. Tutu, let's hear from you.
Yeah, they brought good discussion today, good show. You know, I will close on some of the point that we raised. And first, I want to say thanks again to the people in Nima County for telling us to have a peaceful election. You know, this is what I want to see.
Dr. Tutu, let me make a little correction. For telling us no, for showing us how to have a peaceful election, Nima County. My own word. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely so. The debate has set the bar very high for us Liberians, you know, when conducting this type of election, especially on a local level, like senator and representative election, they did despite all the political rhetoric from the various camp that call for high level security that way in the country, but the process was all peacefully. So we want to give it to the Nima County people. In terms of the result, we know what the election result are lead to, but we're still going to listen to that to get the official result. In terms of the opposition, I think that strategy was very poor. For the main ruling party CDC, their strategy was very poor going into the election. And we saw the hand of the vice president also in the election, so which is they all come to tend to go for the vice president. You know, as a city vice president, going to election coming to 2029, you want to show that you have strength in your own backyard. And I think we can see the strength of the vice president in Nima County. But again, we're waiting for the official result to come out. So these are good discussions when it come out to most ability in Manchester. I don't think it was just a meeting they planned. Most ability had an engagement already that was scheduled in Manchester. So they just align it with their meeting. Yeah.
So
That's
who
why.
are going to pay your way?
April, I don't want to go there.
They both get there where the money coming from for the party there. They will tell you who
I
pay
did
the
not
way.
go there because I had to do one or two things. If I had to go
But
there, then
Labor, I mean, why
I'll
are
come
you
to pay my own way.
Oh, who are paying Ipo way?
I'll come to pay my own way. I come to accept the invitation. I come to go there. I come to pay my own
I know you are going to be the first person that pay. Who say, well, everybody else there was living on somebody party.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Doctor. Thank you.
I know about
Thank you.
good discussion. The fun of Labor also thank you for conducting the show tonight.
Thank you. The board chair always, he's a wonderful guy.
Yeah.
He does a good job, better than any other person because he's the board chair. And we want to thank him for that, for his involvement on LPR as a board chair. Mr. Board Chair, thank you very much. You're doing a wonderful job. So let me come to you, Jerry. Give us the closing and take us home, my brother.
Yeah, thank you for all the panelists. I mean, it is interesting, and hopefully we will be able to get a full result within the next 24 hours. And we also, two things are going simultaneously. We're expecting the Supreme Court to bring down their vote on the 23rd. Hopefully they will do that tomorrow. At the same time, we're anticipating the results of the election. So Liberia, is one thing we are learning in Liberia right now is the election process. We are doing extremely well. There's no gunfire. There's nothing happening. We went to the poll peacefully. Nobody got hurt. There was nobody fighting. Nobody went to jail. There was not an arrest. That's one of the best things we can do for our country. Then we are making progress. I mean, we still have some problems, like trucking and all the issues. These are things. Hopefully, we're addressing it. It will be addressed. But here's the interesting thing. CDC have to look in the mirror. They got to do mirror imaging. 2 times they are lost. Coca win, and the sitting senator, or what's his name? Yeah. These are two elections. CDC have lost 2 elections in Nima County. So that is a precedent of 2029. And whereby you got 2 senators from that place, and they're going to be having an election if Unity Party decide or they'll put out a candidate. So it will be very interesting to see how CDC is going to come back 2029 in Nima County. Well, it's still far away. First of all, I want to congratulate all the Nimarians. We are brothers and sisters. The election hopefully will be over tomorrow. Let's get together. Let back on be back on. It's politics. Not every time people want to win. If you're not winning, be a man or be a woman, shake the hands, and let's move and build Nima County. We are the future of Liberia. We are the beacon of Liberia right now. We are the heart of Liberia. So Nima County, congratulations.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you very much. I also want to take this opportunity once again to thank the people of Nima for making sure that the peace of Liberia is holding. We want to appreciate all of you guys very well. Panelists, I also want to say thank you tonight. Let's come in for Mr. Soul's show tomorrow.
What a man can be getting their own normal phone. And that's awesome.
The same way where Carrasco they got a number for that bitch. They had to walk on the friend there. Saying that number me and laugh at him out there. I said, go by here and war with that.
Somebody say, I know, Coca 20,000 either with a 0. I said, where you getting your own number from? So then I turned the man call. I said, but then no one.
24 elementary and junior high school that they put him center.
We have it here, Susie. What is Jordan contact?
But thank
you. What were you saying, Doc?
I said, we have it here, Susu. We did Bemos.
What happened here is
You want to
gonna
join the
come
3
back
years
to
to
hurt.
cut me.
It's gonna come back to hunt CDC big time. On a very serious note, CDC will regret this decision. But anyway, I want to thank all of you again tonight, folks. We'll come to a close here. Thank you all, and then I'll say good night
But
to
is
all
this
of you.
sufficient? Labor, is this sufficient to say that Jeremiah Kuhn have up his political capital, or is it not something to think about?
Because Coca is not coming with how do you call it, coattail. Jeremiah Kuhn, as I stated earlier, Jeremiah Kuhn, it's off with him how he's going to handle himself from here on. Because there are other Nimadians tonight, if Coca wins, that are not going to be happy. And these are voters as well. You can't force your way to be the godfather of this place. It's the way you're going to present yourself.
Think about force. I disagree. If Poga wins this election, that means that Jeremiah Kuhn has shown that he got some political capital in Nima County.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because everywhere people went, they kept saying that Jeremiah Kuhn should move over the man. Jeremiah Kuhn should move over the man. We follow that campaign.
No, but he's gonna win. See, Jeremiah Kuhn. And I don't think Jeremiah Kuhn, this election, whether Jeremiah Kuhn was involved or not, Coca was going to win. These people were not, they're not, like you correctly said, this is not about issues.
I don't think so, Labor. Jeremiah Kuhn, Coca did not even campaign.
Exactly.
Like Jeremiah Kuhn campaign for the man.
Coca was going to win.
Without Jeremiah Kuhn?
Okay, all right, let's take that on Thursday.
Okay.
Let's take it on Thursday. Join me on Thursday.
Rescue 1, Rescue 2, arguing out the now. Okay, y'all go to the way.
You see how you let it start throwing.
The poor has in this order, man.
Goodbye. You not put your mains. Again, folks. Thank you very much. We appreciate all of you tonight. It's been a wonderful evening. Let's join Mr. So tomorrow. One last time, let me put this number up very quickly for those of you that are listening and perhaps you want to contribute just so that you will not ask questions. This is the cash out number 682-433-8802. And if you have questions, you have any concern or any comment about this fundraising that we're doing, give Mr. So a call. The same number here, call him on it, and he'll be able to answer and explain in details better than I am capable of doing. I want to thank all of you. Let me take this number out. I want to thank all of you again for joining us. We really appreciate it tonight. And the panelists, I want to thank you guys. Edwin Small, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe 3 times. Maybe I don't know. But I don't know. Anyhow, let's continue to pray for one another and let's have fun in doing so because God is great and God is good for all of us. I say so. God knows that. I want to thank all of you and I will say good night to all of you. Good night, folks.
Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Oh, abrene koto nyali ba banyo, nyali akora pa. Abri koto nyali. Abri koto nyali, Stefan Soko. Oh, abrene nana, amabri nara koto nyali ba. Stefan Soko akora pa. Aya. Koto nyali ba. Amana vere kasawa. America vere titi papa vere sa seri peke ayo yike banyo ye sikre kama pa sisi ye la play oye la koto nyali are banyo e koro bravo hey koto nyali awo baba sisi yo wa o are na vere ni paka baba sisi yo wa o are na vere ni waya ale na you ya koro bravo abile koto nyali yo so ma de jogre Papa,